From the most impossible fadeaways to the most insane dunks. These are 1 in a billion NBA moments from the 2024 to 25 season. Some moments only happen once in a generation, but this season, it felt like the NBA broke reality. And there's no better player to start with when it comes to breaking reality in the NBA than Nikola Jokic. The way he made the 66-foot three-quarter court shot look so easy is only the tip of the iceberg.
Cheated way in. Jokic gonna throw it up from...
But obviously we know that Nikola was more than just chucking full court shots. His court vision is like no other. The way he had Lopez completely lost on this pass, you just don't see that every day.
Showing the pump fake. Look at Lopez, he didn't even know where the ball's going.
This guy's whole season was easily a 1 in a billion type of moment by itself. He became the first player ever to put up at least 30 points.
Here, ball fake confuses the defense and he's
20 rebounds and 20 assists in a game.
Jokic finds Gordon wide open.
He had the highest scoring triple-double ever.
And Jokic got the screen into Gobert. Brown. They got Pickett in there and watching three.
And to top it all off, he's the only player to ever finish top 3 in multiple categories. Obviously, Nikola wasn't the only player making crazy moves this year. Let's take a look at what I personally think is the game-winning shot of the season. Here's a hint. Josh Giddey. There are 12.6 seconds left. The Bulls are down by 5, and the Bulls have the inbound.
Get it into Vucevic, quick pass to Williams, big shot for 3.
Giddey makes it to Vucevic, who then sends it to Patrick Williams for the corner 3, making it a 2-point game. Now you'd think, with 9 seconds left, the Lakers have more than enough time to drain another shot, possibly draw a foul. I mean, the ball is really in their court at this point. But then, this happens.
2-point game, 9.8 left. Oh, loose ball, Giddey! The steal! Right for the lead!
Josh Giddey made the most perfect interception on LeBron in setting up Kobe White. But with Austin's response on the layup, the Bulls have no more timeouts and 3.3 seconds left. To be honest, I felt like this game was over. Josh Giddey steals the game, becomes a hero for the Bulls and a villain for the Lakers with a 47-foot half-court shot. I can tell you that this game will be talked about for years and will likely never happen again for Josh. But he wasn't the only one to steal a game this season. Now, we gotta break the rules for a sec. We wanted to keep these moments only within the regular season, but we can't not add this unreal play by Aaron Gordon in the playoffs.
And this is for the win!
The release on the ball was milliseconds and couldn't have been any tighter in any game I've ever seen. Like, Nikola wasn't even celebrating and was ready to go into overtime. Okay, now let's move on. This next play was also the only play of its kind, and it belongs to Tyrese Halliburton. There's 3.9 seconds left in the game, and Damian Lillard creates a 3-point gap. In any other game, this would be a wrap. But the Pacers called a strategic timeout that would move them up the court for a better chance of at least tying the game.
Pacers down 3. Halliburton's got the ball. Halliburton rises up.
But instead, Tyrese pulls off the most clutch 3-pointer and draws the foul with Giannis.
To give the Pacers the lead.
This play couldn't have gone any more perfect, and as a result, the Pacers secured a win that looked absolutely impossible. Now, this next play is also a shocker, but it's the game record that becomes the first of its kind in over 30 years. There's 8 seconds left, the Hawks are up by 3, but Colin Sexton hits a 3-pointer to tie the game with 2 seconds left. And just like the Bulls game, less than 3 seconds, no timeouts, and overtime seems the most likely move. But then... Trae Young steals the game for the Hawks with a 49-foot half-court buzzer beater, and for the 1 in a billion moment, walks out with his third 20-assist game of the season, making him the first and only player to have 3+ 20-assist games in a single season in this era. The last player to have this many games was John Stockton in the 89-90 season. Now let's move on to something else. This next play had the most views of the season at 286 million. I don't think we've ever seen anything like this in a lifetime. Ja Morant's back-to-back 360 layups. We don't really need to explain much, but still need to note how Ja didn't do this just once, but twice in the same game.
Morant off the bounce, 360 spin and the finish. Jaren Morant spins and hits again.
This may never happen again. I don't care what anyone says, Ja Morant is still one of the best acrobatic players in the league and still makes plays that catch people off guard. And you know who else still does that? Steph Curry. At year 16, this guy is pulling off moves that still catch people off guard. Take in this play that was also one of the top most viewed of the season at 136 million. Like, even Steph was shocked with himself.
Final 3 seconds. Steph between the hole.
On this play, he walks into a triple team with Durant, Okogie, and Jones, plus Iguodala in the lane. And then Steph pulls off a behind-the-back crossover buzzer beating lob for one of the most insane plays we'll probably ever see. I mean, if we're gonna keep going with some of the most viewed plays this year, let's also throw in this one at 61 million. LeBron's left-handed windmill on the Mavs.
Oh, that's gonna be crispy. It's either he or Rui. Look out!
The lane was wide open for takeoff, and LeBron took Derek Lively off guard for the poster dunk. And while the next moment we'll share may not matter to many people, but it still never happened in NBA history. And that was the first father-son duo between LeBron and Bronny during the Lakers season opener.
First father-son duo to play together in an NBA game.
Now going back to the Mavs, we have to throw in the Luka and AD trade. Obviously it wasn't a 1 in a billion moment, but I'd argue a 1 in a billion type of trade that will never happen again in NBA history. Luka was absolutely blindsided. The trade sent shockwaves throughout the league and will be talked about for decades. Now that everything has been settled and done, Luka got his revenge on his return. The Mavs eliminated in the play-in after making it to the NBA Finals the year before. And yet, GM Nico Harrison still had the audacity to say he wasn't aware of how important Luka was to the fans.
I did know that Luka was important to the fan base. I didn't quite know it to what level.
Yes, you underestimated. You didn't know how much, to what degree the fans loved Luka Doncic. You underestimated that. Where the hell do you live at?
Anyway, that's a whole other conversation for another time. But speaking of getting blindsided, we're back with Ja, who walks into a completely guarded area, 3 defenders swarming him, and then he pulls off a wild behind-the-back pass, catching everyone off guard.
Offensive rebound, back to Morant. Oh my God. Back to Clark.
Oh no. Oh no, he did not. Oh no, he didn't just do that, partner. Wow. Oh my God.
But 5 days earlier, Steph did this.
Consistently knocked away. Daniels got a deflection. Steph got it.
This guy somehow put up a circus shot while falling and got the and one. Again, year 16 and still putting up shots like he's in his prime. Now let's stay on Steph for another play and jump to February 27th in Orlando. You might think the impressive part about this game was Steph putting up 56 points.
You can make him feel him a little more. Steph Curry right off the bench. Curry. Okay. Steph is 5 of 6.
But the actual impressive part was Steph making 12 three-pointers, being the most in a single game all season.
Steph from 3/4 court. Steph on the curl, nice screen, better shot.
And here's the 1 in a billion moment. Steph put up the exact same amount of three-pointers
They're guarding. Curry fires away.
9 years ago on the exact same day
Scored 73 as Curry.
against OKC.
Use it, Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang!
And just to take it a step even further, this wasn't the first time this season Steph had a 12 three-pointer game. Against the Grizzlies on April 1st, Steph put up another three-point clinic.
5 of 8. High-level offense. Curry again.
Along with 52 points.
Wing position. Shot clock at 3. Over 80. Curry. He shot that from Nashville. Drop it in at 3. Steph's got 6 made.